What is ethics and morals? According to Williams and Argo, ethics can be defined as the philosophical study of morality. Morality is typically understood by referring to others' values and beliefs of good, bad, right, and wrong, and how the actions and choices they make are referred to their values and beliefs. Ethics and moral issues play a major role in the daily lives of the working American. I remember one time when I was at work, I faced the dilemma of telling my boss about a customer stealing. At that time, I was scared because a customer stole under my watch, and I was nervous that my boss was going to take the product that she had stole from my paycheck. But I remember that I was a Christian, and as my beliefs and ethics and morals, that the right thing to do would to be come forward and telling my boss what had happened. He was more than happy that I told him the dilemma, and he told me that that actually wasn't the first time that someone stole from the massage therapy office, and that he was looking into putting up cameras, and that just gave him more of the push to follow through with it. Ethic and moral dilemmas also face those working at a higher professional working level. Here's an example.
Asked to talk about a time in my life when I had an ethical decision to make. When I was very young, in my 20s, I used to work in a hospital, and this hospital had a very large machine that treated cancer patients, and I was in charge of that machine. I got a phone call from the Environmental Protection Agency one day that said that some of the components in this machine had materials in it that were thought to cause cancer. So I was faced with the decision: do I bring this up to somebody, thereby taking down the machine so that patients couldn't be treated, or do I ignore it? I wrestled with that for a while, and I decided that I had to tell someone. So I went ahead and I went to the administration of the hospital, and I told them this machine has to be decommissioned because of the chance that it could break open and spread this cancer material. Unfortunately, to my dismay, the administration did not support me. They told me to keep my mouth shut, and if I said anything, I'd lose my job. So I was really, really conflicted. I didn't know what to do, but this was my first job. I was in my 20s, newly married, had a house. So unfortunately, I did the only thing I could do. I simply told them that if they continued this, I would resign my position, and that's what I wound up doing. So I lost that job over this very sad situation.
According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American spends most of their time at work. The ages of 25 to 54 with children spend about 8.9 hours of work a day. Therefore, ethic and moral issues play a big part in the daily professional work life. The examples I just showed you prove that it doesn't matter what professional work level you are at, you are still going to be faced with ethic and moral dilemmas in your professional work life.